Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Asparagusisreading. This is my channel, Asparagusisreading, and today we're going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag for 2020. I think I did this in 2019. If I did, I'll put a card. I think it goes like here and a link in the description. I forgot this video was a thing until Mayana Reads recently tweeted about it, saying like, "Oop, thank you for reminding me," because someone else tweeted about it, and I was like, oh. And everyone's response was like, "Oh my god." So we'll do that today. It is June 4th. I read the 6th. It is June 4th, and I have read 100 books this year. For me to narrow down 100 books for this tag was a little difficult, so I might be giving different answers. And I also might not be able to give full information because, like I said, it's 100 books. There's a lot of story plots, character names, etc. going on up here. So I will just work with what I can. I have my laptop down here if that's what I'm looking at. Number 1, what is the best book you read so far this year? How am I supposed to choose one? Which ones did I give 5 stars? Late to the Party by Kelly Quinlan. Shadows Between Us by Trish Levenseller. All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. Verona Comics by whatever that author's name, I can't remember. Oh wait, I think I have a Jennifer Dugan. Anything else that's 5 stars on my shelf? I don't think there's been anything else. I know there's probably more, I just can't think of them. Most of the books I did read are ebooks and audiobooks, so like me looking at my shelf is not even gonna help. Ooh, Bella's Humbergs and Snakes, that's a good one too. Number 2 is the best sequel you read so far this year, and I wanna say The Elite, which is book 2 to the collection series by Kiera Cass. Peyton Reads was doing a vlog to reread one of these, and then she continued rereading all of them and did a vlog for all of them. And I was convinced. I picked them all up. So far, 4 or 5 stars for all of them. I think the only ones that got anything lower is the last 2. I think we can all agree that the selection series is not meant to be perfect or have like the best writing and whatnot. But I think we can all agree it's a very good guilty read, trashy YA novel we could pick up at any time and still enjoy ourselves. Which is exactly what happened when I read it for the first time. Next question is, what is a new release that you haven't read yet but want to? So basically any books that has released between January 1st and now that has been, but you haven't gotten to. Channing Gold. I really want to get through all the Shadowhunter books. I'm procrastinating as usual. Don't at me. I really want to get to that because I've heard a lot of good things, especially since it is in Infernal Devices. Infernal Devices is quite popular among the Shadowhunter realm compared to like everything else. The next question is, what is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year? And I want to say Roselle Lim's NSU's Magical Paris Tea Shop. If you already know, I did a vlog about her first book, which is Natalie Tan's Book of Luck and Fortune. I did a vlog for that. I gave it like 5 stars. I talked about it. I got my friend reading it. She cried. Got my other friend to read it. She cried. That's 2 for 2. I'm just saying. Yeah, I do believe that's one of the books I'm excited for. I want to say Hawk by James Patterson. I am nervous that he's going to screw that up like he did with the past few books, but I am still excited. They believe Tessa Bailey is coming up book 3 for her Hot and Hammered series. I believe Tessa Dare is coming up with a book for her Girl Meets Duke series. There's a couple different types of authors and genres that I'm excited for. Question number 5 is, what is a big disappointment for the year? I want to say Serpent and Dove. I've heard a lot of really good things about that, especially since it's a witch novel, and I guess the way it was told to me, it was about witches and they do all kinds of stuff and they get married for convenience. But when I was reading it, I still got some of those, but I was really confused, just not understanding what was going on. So I ended up DNFing it earlier this year, but it is something that I would give a second chance. The next question is, what is your biggest surprise of the year? I want to say Verona Comics and Late to the Party. Those are both books that I have been interested in reading and was excited to read when they came out. Then I was able to get my hands on them, ebooks and audiobooks, and I was not expecting to enjoy them as much or to feel what I felt. I believe I cried reading both of those. I don't cry very often reading books. Like, I cry for other things. If I'm reading a book, it's not that likely, and I cried for both of those things. And then I recommended that Late to the Party to Is ABC Reading, and I believe they want to read it and participate. They've been hearing a lot of good things, and I'm like, y'all, don't sleep on that book. It is so good. Question number 7 is, what is a new favorite author? Maybe Trisha Levenseller. I have never read any of her books until Shadows Between Us. Shadow Between Us got 5 stars. I'm in love with it. I'm honestly like this close to purchasing it and rereading it. Adeline Grace, same thing. I read those books around the same time. I think I read Adeline Grace's about a month or two before, maybe a couple weeks before. Those two are so good. I don't know why, but I keep pairing the two of them together. Those 2 books are so good. That's all I needed. They're good. 5 stars, all-time favorites. I need them on my shelves. I asked my dad, like the day I finished Adeline Grace's first book, is it too early to pre-order a new book? And he's like, when does it come out? And I was like, next year. And he was like, I don't even think it had a cover or title at the time. At least not that I can remember. And I was already ready to pre-order. Next question is, who is your newest fictional crush? The entire crew in All Sergeant Teeth. Bastion, Vitea, and the main character. Not the second dude, I don't care about him, but the main character, whatever her name is. Bastion, Vitea, y'all can get it anytime. Y'all are amazing. What is your newest favorite character? Vitea. I know I've used this book and used this book and author for the last couple of questions, but that's the answer. Vitea. She is like a siren mermaid who's gone through some terrible things, and she joins the crew because of basically it helped them, and then, you know, things happen along the way. She gets comfortable with them, she starts to like them and hang out with them, and then she stays with them, I guess, permanently. And chef's kiss, god tier. What else you want me to say? Question number 10 is, what is a book that made you cry? Like I said earlier, Verona Comics and Late to the Party. I think Late to the Party made me cry because I felt like I related to a lot some of the characters are feeling. And then Verona Comics made me cry because I was not expecting the plot twist and for it to go down a darker path, and then to actually be affected by what happened, if that makes, like, I thought it was supposed to be like this really cute story, and then you start getting these darker elements and things that's going on, and then family history and issues, and I was crying the rest of the book. Oh, Jennifer Dugan, that was brilliant. It makes me wonder if she did the same thing with Hot Dog Girl, and it makes me want to read Hot Dog Girl so much faster. What is a book that made you happy? Off the top of my head, maybe Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. So 2 books for her series coming out this year for the Hot and Harriman series. I'm not entirely sure why, but they are. I really enjoyed that one because that one is about a already married couple who are going through issues in a relationship, and they go to marriage counseling and marriage therapy, and not really, what's the right word, couples counseling, to really work through the relationship. I do believe they start to live separately, and they limit certain contacts and texting, and I believe they're supposed to write letters to each other, do like small intimate things, like reminders of what started to get them and fall in love in the first place, things like that. And I really, really loved reading and like imagining them being separated and then slowly going back to what they were feeling and thinking when they first fell in love and met. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. Also, I thought it was really funny that in some scenes where, like, you know, they already know each other, they already been together, they already had that physical attraction, they've already been in that relationship, so they easily slip back into their usual. It's really funny, like, see them be like, should we be doing this? Are we supposed to be doing this? Can we do this? I want to do this. Are we allowed to do this? I thought it was interesting. Next question is, what is the most beautiful book that you have bought or received this year? I've gotten a lot of books. I'm ashamed. I told myself I wouldn't get anything over quarantine, and then I made a list, and I'm ashamed. I mean, a lot of them are giveaways and free, but it's still like, there's a lot of books. I'm not sure which one's the most beautiful of them. Like, I do like a lot of them. I really like the color of the 10th girl. I just like teal blue colors. What else did I get? I like Shadowhunters. I like the way they do their covers. But I want to say maybe Pyro the Orange Tree, the attention to detail on the dragon and how it looks more like art than actual like computer stuff. I don't know, it looks like someone drew it out and then did it. At least that's what I think. Or painted. I don't know, I like the cover. I'm also scared because it's a paperback and I don't want to ruin it. So, yeah. And the last question is, what are some books that you need to read by the end of the year? All of them. All of my unread books on this shelf, and all of them on my want to read TBR on Goodreads, and all of the new books, and all of the Black authors and people of color. I have recognized that I am terrible because I have read more Black and people of color books than I own, and I kind of want to increase that because I'm gonna be honest, the people of color authors have been popping with their stories. Like, there's been advertisements, people like posting and like boosting, and I'll be reading descriptions and I'll be like, oh my god, can I get a copy? Can I get an ARC? There has been some really good books written by people of color that's coming out this month and the next couple of months, and I'm just shook because they need more recognition because those books sound way better than some of these things on my shelves. Some of them are sold out, like physical copies are sold out right now on a couple of websites. I believe you should see me at a Crown is sold out on Amazon and on a different website. I think A Song of Wrath and Ruin is sold out on, I think, Target or something like that. I remember someone tweeted about it. There are so many good books coming out by Blacks and people of color authors that I want to read. And recently I have come to the conclusion that I am going to make a big book haul. Like, you know, people when they have the big hauls and the stack is like this big. I want to do a big book haul with a bunch of books that are written by people of color, preferably majority Black authors. I want to get all those books from local owned bookstores or like Black owned bookstores or any other people of color, Indians, etc. Just so I can be like, bam, look at this beauty right here. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, so whenever I get a job, whether that's during quarantine or afterwards, and I have a bunch of money saved, y'all, listen, it's gonna come. I don't know if it's this year, if it's next year, but it's gonna come. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I have a screenshot of my tweet saved and favorited on my phone. I even sent it to myself in a text. It's emailed to me, like, listen, it's happening. I have a calendar reminder every month to remind myself, like, yo, we doing this. Like, I'm being so serious. I was looking through my shelves to find all these people of color authors and Black authors, and my stack is so small, and I was just dumbfounded that me doesn't have enough books. So, I just want to let y'all know, I'm gonna be linking a lot of Black and local owned bookstores down below, so you can guys purchase from them and not these other companies, especially Book Outlet. Book Outlet is Amazon has been getting some backlash. That's it. Thrift Books apparently said something, and it wasn't enough. It was just quoting someone else something said, and it was kind of just like, okay, that's it. So yeah, just go buy some local owned Black bookstores. If you have any Hispanic bookstores, etc., purchase from them. Skip the rest. Skip all this Amazon Book Depository, Book Outlet, Books A Million. Skip all that, because clearly they don't care. That's what I'm saying. I'll leave all the links down below. I'll leave links to donate, petition to sign, people to talk to, videos to stream, etc. down below. I'll leave the questions down below too. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm just saying.